There you go. Not a bad fish. Turn the camera out of the sun. What's up? I'm on Lake Toho with Ty from Louisiana. That's your second fish of the day?
Yeah.
Missed a couple others. We're worm fishing. I know that's a big shock. Never do any worm fishing in any of my videos, but we're worm fishing. We're dragging my big 10-inch ribbon tail from CPF Lures. It's the black with red and green flakes. Some people call that a Christmas tree color. But we're on some offshore hydrilla, nothing new. I'm throwing all kinds of crazy baits, some top water, throwing a jerk bait from 13 Fishing, and what else have I thrown? I guess just top water and jerk bait so far. They won't touch any of that, even though we have some fish sporadically blowing up around us. It's just been a worm bite. They're not even up against the grass, which is a normal thing that I've talked about on this lake. They're sitting out off the grass, chasing some shad. First fish he caught was a little bit bigger, but I was setting up the cameras. But it's right after Christmas, a couple days after Christmas. Water's 67 degrees. Got a big tournament coming here in February. Unfortunately, I didn't get in it. The big Bassmasters Open. Our water's real high here, so a lot of people are probably gonna be watching these videos doing research on the chain of lakes. The water below Lake Toho, Cypress, Hatchinahaw, and Kissimmee are like at all-time lows because they're doing some maintenance down there, digging out a shoal where the canal dumps into Lake Cypress. So they've drawn that water way down, and here the water's probably a foot higher than it normally is this time of year, and they're not letting a lot of water flow through the lake. And just like any other reservoir, even though these are natural lakes, they treat it like a reservoir. When the water's not flowing, the fish kind of get scattered. So we're just having to find them with a worm. We haven't seen a lot of surface activity the last several times I've been out here, but we've seen, I don't know, 8 or 9 fish blow up on the surface. But right now it's still just worm, 3/16 ounce tungsten weight, dragging it, hitting little isolated patches of grass. You missed a couple too, didn't you?
Yeah, I missed several.
Missed a couple already, but we're gonna see what happens today, and hopefully we'll figure out something other than a worm that they'll bite. Stay tuned. So remember where those were.
They're out there.
See, now we're pulling right up on a waypoint that I have saved here, where all my waypoints here have not been thrown
Away from
it's all been thrown out away. I did a video out here last year. We won a tournament out here, and all of our fish we caught, we were a little over a cast away from the grass and caught all of our fish casting even further out into nothing. But there's new grass growing up out here. Yeah, go ahead. There's some big fish out here though. If I was in a tournament, I'd probably make myself sit here the whole entire time. I'd maybe go hit 1 or 2 other spots. It's just painful to sit in one spot the whole day. It was really difficult when you could see the grass all defined to get people to cast away from it. Because I'd keep telling people, I'm like, I know that looks good, but throw out this way. There you go. I conveniently have I'm not wearing my camera yet, and I have this one turned right in the sun, which is really good videography. But just like I've said in a lot of my videos, I was just explaining this to him, big old grass patch behind us. And most of the waypoints I have recorded on this spot, like we're sitting right dead on top of one now, and we're actually catching the fish throwing away from the grass, out in the sand. It's just
Barely
sand
hooked.
out here.
Same way.
What's that?
Barely hooked.
Same way?
Yep.
Oh, I just got bit right here. Oh, I missed mine. Didn't want to hit the camera. But yeah, these fish are out. They're out roaming around. Fish care more about, what you have to remember is fish care more about food than they care about grass. And if all the food is out away from the grass, that's where the fish are going to go. We're sitting dead on a waypoint that's from last year.
Get another worm?
Yeah.
It's broke. He finally broke it.
Oh, hold on one second. And you catch multiple fish out of one spot, like this. These are smaller ones. That was a bigger fish that was blowing up out there, though, wasn't it?
That was a good fish while ago blowing up. He was a good one.
They don't want to. They've been wanting a ribbon tail lately. I got so excited we started catching them. Man, I'm really bad at this. Got the
Fish just ain't helping you out.
they
don't want to bite out of the sun.
I know. It's a fat little joker. So I caught a while back. I fished a tournament here. We got big fish in it. It was a little tournament.
Tail on him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's all cricketback. Caught a cricketback. Look at him. I caught an 8-1 out here in a tournament, and we'll catch a lot of fish here that have like a shiner tail sticking out of its throat or whatever. And this one had a big old tail sticking out of its throat. And I went to throw it in the live well, and I looked at it one more time and realized that it had eaten a bass probably 8 or 10 inches long. So we technically weighed in 6 fish in that tournament.
Well, look, he just spit that out live well.
Yeah, I was hoping when we got back, I opened the live well expecting to see like a half digested bass sitting in there, and it had swallowed all the way down where you couldn't see the tail anymore. Dragging worms. Oh, there's a bite. They're out there. Just another one. Now I got this camera pointed away from the sun, but the one I'm wearing that I just put on is pointed directly at it. That's why they call it sunny Florida. You can't get away from it. Not getting any big bites though, just a lot of keepers. I think the first one you got bit that you caught was the biggest one we caught so far.
Yeah, he was.
The one when my cameras were still in the case. A lot of males out here roaming around. Our fish will start spawning this month, December. Usually the spawn runs December through about April, which sounds really odd if you're not from Florida, but that's about how it is here. Oh, got that one.
Yep.
That was way out, wasn't it?
Yeah. He hit it too.
So the deal with Toho is if you find some good grass, don't cast at it. Cast as far out away from it as you can. That was a mile-long cast out. There is some grass out here though. It's new grass. The hydrilla bed that we're on has been here for a long time, and this was all sand out here just a couple of months ago. Now there's new scattered hydrilla popping up out here, and that's where we're getting our bites. We're not getting anything. We're not getting anything towards the grass. It's all out. We haven't moved. We're fishing a little area the size of a tennis court. Oop. That one loaded up on it, didn't it? Yeah. Ooh. Seems like the further out you throw the... Man, wouldn't you thought that fish was bigger than that?
I think so. I think we got down in the grass when he hit it.
Just another one. Cookie cutters. Cookie cutters.
They're hitting it harder.
Yeah. But that, you loaded up on that one, I thought it was a big one. Caught about 10 now.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Just need the size. We need to find their big fat girlfriends.
Probably one that's pecking at the tail a while ago.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Uh-oh. He's little.
Yeah.
But we're fishing up shallow. We're back inside for my first time this winter, I guess.
Come on, bud.
It's 80 degrees out, but it's winter. The offshore bite kind of died off, so we came back in some spawning country. All this cool looking stuff. And we're throwing my shad jerk, which is a lot like a fluke. We've been doing it for about 5 minutes. And he caught a little baby bass. A little tiny baby bass. But that's cool because this is the kind of stuff that people think they're going to fish when they come to Florida. They don't think they're going to be out in the middle of the lake on offshore hydrilla. We're back in all the cool looking stuff. And it's real sunny. We don't really have a lot of wind going today. So instead of coming back here and throwing a frog like everybody wants to throw, or maybe burning my big thumper worm, which I might try, we're just throwing a shad jerk, fluke type bait, twitching it, just to see, because this is what you're probably going to get the most bites on. So until we figure out like how many fish are back here, I'm going to throw the thing that I think we're going to get the most bites on, and we're just twitching it, weightless, with a 4/0 hook. Nothing exciting, but that's the first fish we've caught in a couple hours. Oh, oh, oh. No, is he even on there still? Yeah, he's still on there. We are on him. At least he came up and ate it.
Yeah.
Fishing so good back in here, we're talking about college football. That's about 20 minutes later, we got our second little buck bass back in here right now. It looks awesome back in here. It's good, hard bottom, a lot of sand, but we haven't really seen any beds yet. It's still a little early, it's December still. The 2 bites we've had though have been aggressive bites. Oh, oh, oh. 2 minutes later. A giant. Actually, that one's
A little bit bigger.
a little bit, we're getting bigger. First fish I've caught up shallow this winter. It's a green pumpkin blue glitter. Watermelon red, if you watch some of my other videos, has always been my favorite. But this green pumpkin blue glitter is really getting up there. You notice it's gotten more open here.
Yeah, it's open again.
Looks good though. That was on that shad jerk when I stopped it. Not a bad one. The old shad jerk. Our offshore bite died. So did that shallow bite that we had. And we went back offshore and didn't do anything. Then we went and slow rolled my thumper like a speed worm over some hydrilla. That didn't work because there's no wind and it's sunny. So we came to some more hydrilla, and there's a few fish blowing up occasionally. He's throwing the thumper still, right?
Yeah.
He's still slow rolling that thumper, and I'm just kind of slow twitching this weightless shad jerk, which is similar to a fluke. And we're seeing a few fish blowing up every once in a while. Right here in the middle of the day. It's after like 2:30. The only thing going on with this lake right now, 2 things. We have too much water, and it's not flowing. I think I mentioned that earlier in the video. It's not flowing. We need to have the water moving, just like any your TVA reservoirs. This is a natural lake that's been turned into a reservoir. They're holding all the water in, as far as I can tell, for maintenance, and here West Lake Toho and East Lake Toho. And once they're done with that, they're gonna let some of this water out, and the bite will be insane. Right now it's just okay, because the fish haven't gone anywhere.
All right.
Got him?
Just stay on.
I just told him, I said it's about time to get out of here. It'd be nice to end the video on a fish. I think he's been holding out on me for a while. Ain't a bad fish. Oh, 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 we ended up. Oh no, hold on. You can't stop on that. I gotta put my talons down. There might be a school sitting there. A couple pounds.
Yeah, got a little fish.
He came back and got it after I missed him.
Ooh, good one.
No, he just hit it running it. Smaller than the one you caught. I was about to end the video, but if you kidded, I missed one, he caught one, and then I caught one anyway. There might be a school sitting here, so we're gonna see what happens here real quick. Just kind of dead sticking these shad jerks, which is similar to a fluke. No weight. Submerged hydrilla. Recently sprayed hydrilla. Nobody likes spraying, but they sprayed it. And the one thing about these Lake Toho fish, I think they drink that spray. They don't seem to care, because on this lake, as soon as hydrilla dies down, if it's a good fishing area, these fish are just in here. They don't care at all. Got them?
Yep.
We've been fishing around in here, and then you just find a wad of them. Is that a good one, or is it just down the grass?
Down the grass. He ain't, yeah.
Oh, I got one too. Oh, dadgummit.
Come off.
We're missing a lot of them. Come off.
Yeah, it did.
You'll find when you're on these big hydrilla beds like this. Oh, good Lord.
That hit it.
When you're on these big hydrilla beds, where it's not a hydrilla, like this is offshore hydrilla, but we're not fishing around.
Oh, you got one of them sand dirts?
Yeah, we're not fishing around a hydrilla bed. It's just all scattered hydrilla. You'll find schools of these fish sometimes. We gotta catch them quick. There's one. I haven't even felt them. See how they're taking off with it? Did he come back and get it again? Yep. Throw right there where I'm at. There's a pile of them out there, apparently. They're hitting it hard, aren't they?
They're not slapping it.
They're not giants, but they ain't bad fish. Ooh. Good Lord. I'm blowing up behind the boat. We're about to head to the house. We've been out a little over 8 hours today. We had an okay day.
Yeah, it was good.
Big gap in the middle of the day where we didn't really catch anything. Did some different stuff today. Not a lot of weather today. Just really nice day. Super light breeze. Kind of kept us from throwing stuff like jerk baits and stuff like that. And mostly that 10-inch ribbon tail this morning. And then we just got to where we couldn't hardly catch them. That little bit of stuff up shallow. And then we got over this submerged hydrilla and just found some like mid-afternoon schoolers. I guess you could call them schoolers because we saw them blowing up a little bit. Didn't catch near as many of them. They're hitting it real hard and running off with it. But we had an okay day. We probably caught close to 20 maybe.
Knocking on it if we did.
Not close, maybe not quite 20. It's just average day. Average size fish, nothing crazy. Fish are loading up to spawn here real soon. And we're in a big warming trend. We got 70-degree water. We've already seen water this year down in the 50s, and then it's warm back up, and then cool back down, and then warm back up. And but these fish should be doing it pretty soon. And thanks for watching. Ooh. Trying to catch one here as I'm closing it out. It makes it a lot better. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time.